What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel, and thank you very much for 20k subscribers. Now today I'm gonna be doing just some basic maintenance on my car. I don't really show this, but I guess might as well, since I'm gonna be slapping these spoon wires on that I got from Mike. So thank you very much. You don't really need something fancy like this, but yeah, I don't know. It just car enthusiast stuff. Like, a lot of people are like, why do you spend so much money on your car, or why do you buy this and that? It's just a passion, you know. It just becomes a drug. You become addicted and start spending a lot more money on your car. But yeah, I'm gonna be putting these on my car, but also I am going to be putting these on. Now, you guys do know that I did get headlights from Auxbeam, the LED bulbs, but they're way too bright, especially with the G80 headlights, because they don't have the little shroud around it, so it just spreads everywhere, and I just don't like blinding people, because that's how I feel when people blind me all the damn time, even in my daily. So I'm gonna take those bulbs out and put these in, because yeah, there's not as bright. These are just regular yellow ones. Honestly, I have this thing for like yellow bulbs. I don't really like white or LED bulbs, but I mean, honestly, those Auxbeam bulbs are really bright, and they're nice, but I just can't use it on these headlights. So it kind of sucks, but if you guys want to buy a set, check out Auxbeam. I'll put my promo code down there. If you spend over $30, it's 10% off on your whole order. So yeah, but also we're gonna be installing spark plugs. Well, not installing, I'm gonna be replacing my spark plugs. It's been a while since I've done my spark plugs, and we're also gonna be doing a compression test on my car. Might as well, since I'm gonna be putting spark plugs in and pulling them out. And I just have a basic compression tester here. I forgot what this is. Oh, what brand is this? I think it's Bosch or something. I don't know. I bought this a while back from O'Reilly's. So we'll be doing a compression test on the car. I don't know if you guys even care about me doing a compression test, but I'm gonna be doing it anyways, just to care about the health for the car and all that, because I mean, it's been through 3 dyno tunes and everything, but never can be too sure. So I'm gonna pull the cover off, pull off the spark plug wires, and then put pull off the plug, pull off one plug, and then do the compression test and everything. The car's been sitting overnight. All right. So first thing I'm gonna do, of course, is take out the spark plug cover, if you have one, and I have one. So let's put them over to the side. Now to get spark plug socket, and I am on E85. So once you remove all your spark plugs and unplug your distributor, you're gonna want to, of course, put your compression tester in, and then you're gonna crank it. So I normally do, like, I think people say like at least do 5 to 6 cranks, but I normally just do like 10. I don't know, it's whatever, you just crank it and it'll stop either way. So let me put you guys on a tripod again and crank it up and show you guys what the compression ratio is, or I mean compression ratio. Show you the compression on cylinder number 1. I apologize in advance. I need a zoom lens, but it is what it is. Alright, so that was 9 or 10. Now I want to let you guys know there's a lot of ways on how to do compression tests. You can do it when it's cold, you can do it when it's hot, but I do it when it's cold. Cylinder 1, we are looking at 250, which is good. So now I'm gonna just do, oh, someone's calling me. I'm gonna do the rest of them and then just swap the spark plugs over. All right, just got off the phone, finished doing the second one. It's roughly 245. Well, it was at 245, but I did press a little bit on accident. But it was 245, so 250, 245. Now, I think you don't want to have a big gap. Like, for example, if cylinder 1 was 250, and then cylinder 2 was like 220, you do not want a fat gap like that. That's like a no-no. But yeah, so just gonna do the other 2, and same method. Just make sure you have all your spark plugs removed, your distributor. Also, your compression, it really depends on also the compression of your motor. So make sure you look into that. Not every motor is gonna be 250, 245 or whatever, you know. It really all depends, because I think a stock Stock USDM ITR motor is roughly, should be around 220, 215, I'm not sure. And this one is a higher comp motor, so 250. And yeah, as long as you know your motor's healthy, that's all that matters, because yeah, you're driving the car and puts in work. Finished doing my compression test. Now, I found notes. When you do pull your spark plugs out, this is 1, 2, 3, 4. Make sure you just check your spark plugs, just like a quick glance. If they all look the same, like same burnt or whatever, then yeah, your motor's good. But I could always be wrong on that. I think a while back when I had a blown head gasket on my single cam, cylinder 1, like you could tell the spark plug was super, it was just super, oh whoa, super burnt or whatever. These are the new ones, and spark plugs really matter like to the person, like what, or like what you want to use. For me, I only use the copper plugs. One of my good friends told me on E85 you should be running copper plugs. The copper plugs act way better than using regular like iridiums and all that. And yeah, these are the copper ones. The tip aren't pointy, they're straight flat. And normally when you buy these already come pre-gap. The Honda motor is 0.44, but I normally check the gap again with my spark plug gap tool, and then after that slide it right in, tighten it down, and yeah, that's it. And that's when we'll put on these fancy ass spoon spark plug wires that you don't really need. Oh, and here's the part number of the spark plugs that I use, BKR6ES-11, the copper plugs, and they're cheaper than the iridiums. These are roughly, I think, $1.80. So yeah, change spark plugs aren't even expensive anymore compared to using like the iridium ones. All right, I'm just gonna slap them in. I already checked that they're pre-gapped and everything correctly. Now we're gonna put on the new spark plug wires. Oh, there we go. Wow. Okay. So I know a lot are gonna be like, you don't need to buy those. Yes, I know, but car enthusiast problems, you know? Spend money on stuff that you always wanted and finally buy them. Spark plug wires do come with a ground, which you'll put on the valve cover. And they are labeled. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. And yeah, it's regular spark plug wires. I'm just gonna start off by plugging them in first, because I do kind of forget about these sometimes. I'm not really that smart sometimes about that. Okay, this should be 1. Right, okay, 1 goes in there. Shut up, Lucky! And then this right here, I'm just gonna tuck in and ground it on this one right here. And I do need to go to Honda and buy the bracket for the spark plug wires to hold it up, because I am missing it. Tuck it in there like that. So I gotta take off that 10 mil. Hopefully it doesn't get in the way of my spark plug cover. Wow, these fit super snug. I need to buy that bracket. This is getting in the way right now. I think I'm gonna zip tie it up for now, and then clean it up. But do you need this? You do not need them. I just bought it, like I said, and just you get addicted to buy certain parts, and then you end up just keep buying more and more and more, and yada yada yada. But I'm changing it up though. Just heads up, guys. I'm changing up a lot of things in this engine bay. I will have videos on it, but I still have to change these fittings to black ones. I have them over there. Changing the color of the valve cover, relocating that fuel filter to the bottom, tucking pretty much the fuel filter down there, and then getting a new cash can, tucking that fuse box, and yeah, so just the little things sometimes count, you know. And I need to change out my headlight bulbs right now too, because I'm gonna go for a drive at night and I'm not trying to mess with these. I did my best to like kind of like tuck it. I need to go pick up the brackets for the valve cover from my friend. But for now, I'm just gonna zip tie it right here, just so it doesn't get like in the way or anything. And the cover fits right over it. Like that. And I don't know, have you guys seen B-Series or like pretty much anything that uses this cover where it warps? I've noticed that a lot of people don't buy these bolts. These are the OEM ones that you have to use to have this and not warp, because I've seen a lot of people, even with show cars sometimes, where this thing's just warped because they're missing that 10 mil right there. It specifically gaps this so it can lay on top, and then after that you put the rest of your little nuts on top. Bolt this down now. Gotta change those to black. So that's done with. Now I'm gonna get rid of these bulbs. They are so bright. And yeah, they're bright, they're nice, but they just spread everywhere, which is annoying. So gonna take those off, and I might just give it away, probably do a giveaway on them or something. Farewell to these nice looking bulbs, and back to the halogens. Got that halogen bulb in on just the driver's side. Back to being yellow. God damn, that thing is just straight up bright. You don't even see the inside of the housing compared to this one. You can see it. Nice. Honestly, I was never a fan of HIDs or bright white. After the little pop-up meet that the Justice Front guys had, driving up there, I realized the seat was too far back, and right now my adjustments is maxed out, push forward. So what I need to do is take out the seat, shave down the seat bracket to make more room for the slider to move up, so I can reach the gas pedal. I don't have to cut that much, but it's just like driving and having to like, or not being able to like push the clutch in all the way, it kind of sucks. I guess the padding on this seat is not as like cushioning as that, so that one, it makes me sit back a little bit. So I just gotta adjust that bracket real quick, pull the car out, adjust the bracket, and hopefully I fix that. And I need to put my front bumper back on too, and I need to go for a wash too, definitely. But it was raining earlier, so if I could go wash the car before it rains and then put it back in the garage, then it would be good. So I have my seat out again, and these brackets are here. I guess I can't move the seat up close enough, so I have to notch these off. I'm pretty much just gonna notch it, but on this end. And I already notched it before because the seat rails, they're like meant for like tall people. Hopefully the seat sits up better, and damn, this thing look nice. I love the seat. Honestly, this thing is super comfortable. Even though it has less padding, there's something about it, it's just more comfortable. And I still have that. I actually might turn that into a computer chair, so I might just drill holes into it and whatever. So let's see what happens. I have the bottom of the seat rail off. Now, you guys look, I already shaved these down a while back, but it looks like I gotta shave it down more just so I can get that extra, you know, that extra leg room. So I'm gonna grind that down and we'll be set. Finish notching both of them more. Not the prettiest, but it will do, just so I can reach the gas pedal. Now I have to put the seat back in and everything. Finished it up, and now I can reach the pedal, and I made the seat sit slightly lower, but alright, now I need to go up to Escondido and meet over Carlos to pick up a new lip for the car. And it's not a front lip, it's a rear lip. I thought about getting a lip because I feel like the back is too high, and I want to fill in that gap with a rear lip. So we're gonna go pick up the lip right now. Alright, so a couple days have passed since that clip, and I actually did pick up the lip. It is right here. It is a OEM CTR rear lip. Really nice. It's pretty much new because the guy I bought from, Carlos, which is the guy that actually sold me this Seeker V1 wing. This is also his rear lip. He pretty much hooked it up like always, so thank you very much, Carlos. I will be actually prepping this for paint and rattle canning this. I don't know when. I just have to go pick up the paint because I do have like 1 can of paint, I think, but I need clear coating and probably like 2 more cans because I'm planning on rattle canning this lip and that wing. But yeah, I already mocked it up and everything, so yeah, really nice lip. And I'll explain more about this lip in the next video. I actually have to head out. Today is actually Chinese New Year's, and if you guys don't know, I am actually Chinese and Vietnamese. So have a good one, everybody, and hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, I kind of been slacking on my editing, so yeah, but it is what it is. So peace out, don't see others, just keep building.